this is Rabbit Ears Blog, and welcome to my general discussion series. Today's general discussion is going to be on how many years should a remake be made. Like, if you wanted to do a remake on a certain TV series or a certain movie, how many years should it take to do a remake on that certain movie or TV series? I would say about 10 years, there should be a remake being done of that movie or TV series, because um, it's going to keep the franchise fresh for, it doesn't matter which generation it's going to be, whether it's the newer generation or the older generation. It's going to keep the franchise fresh, and it's going to look like something new for the newer generation. And fans wouldn't have to be like over, it wouldn't the franchise wouldn't feel like it's oversaturated, because there's so many remakes being made of the show every 5 years or so, instead of the everybody taking the time to make a new series work out for the new generation while still remaining faithful to the original source material. I think the show that had the best example of making a remake every 10 years or so would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles pretty much had like a new show every decade or so. Like, for example, they had the original 1987 series in the 80s, and then they had a 90s series called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Next Generation, which I think a lot of people forgot about. I didn't even remember this show until just recently. But that's one of the shows that defined Ninja Turtles in the 90s, sort of, even though it only ran for like 1 or 2 seasons, I believe. It didn't run that long, that much I do know. But in 2003, you had a new version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that was more closer to the original Mirage comics that a lot of people seem to like. And then now currently you have, in 2012, the newest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in CGI. And again, that's defining the current generation for anybody who has never seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before in the past. So I definitely think Ninja Turtles did a great job in doing a new series every 10 years or so, because it's able to keep the franchise fresh every decade or so. And even older generations are able to look at these newer versions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and be like, oh, well, I've seen this series before. I've seen the original 1987 series, and I like how the newer series is still able to remain faithful to the source material, even when they're doing something way different with it. Like, the newest series is like using CGI for the animation, when in the past few decades they were pretty much using traditional animation for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the 2003 version was more darker and edgier than the original 1987 version. So they're like doing something new with it, but still remaining faithful to the source material. And you don't want to, if you're going to make a remake of a series, you don't want to do it every few years or so. Like Scooby-Doo is another example about doing a remake every few years or so, and how that can get so tiring for the fans, because it's like they see a different Scooby-Doo series every few years or so, instead of seeing something new and completely different for that generation. Now, I do like Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, which is like the newest version of Scooby-Doo I've seen so far, and I did enjoy the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, which I believe came out in the 80s, I believe, or 70s, I can't remember, but um with Scooby-Doo, again, they make a new series like every few years, so that can get, like, you don't want it a TV series to oversaturate the television stations like that, because it's going to make the fans tired of the TV series so fast, because it's just so many TV different versions of that same series all over the network. So I definitely think 10 years would be the best bet, because again, it's going to be fresh and new for the new generation. The older generation is going to be like really happy to see this franchise still existing in a newer market, and so, and again, I think 10 years would be the best bet. It wouldn't seem like they're oversaturating the show or anything like that. It would seem like they're just taking their time with trying to figure out, what would the new generation like about this series, that we could still bring the older original source material to the new series and still have something for the older generation to look at. So what do you think? How many years do you think there should be a remake there should be a remake of a certain TV series. Feel free to comment below, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter so I can keep you updated on any new videos I make. And if you have any general discussion questions for me, please feel free to comment below and I'll see what I can do about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Ravity's Vlog, and I'll see you later.